Hello world, it's Lee Kelson coming to you from the Innovation Centre Sunshine Coast, and I'm here with Ivan Jasanovic.
Yes, my company is Secure here at the Innovation Center, and we're blockchain developers.
Right. And we were just talking in take one and off camera about blockchain and cryptocurrencies and how they are sort of inextricably linked.
Correct.
But blockchain has much far application than just cryptocurrency, right?
Correct. I think of blockchain and cryptocurrency as kind of the left hand and the right hand side of a interesting set of technology solutions. So you could think of it as a database that you can't edit the information, so it kind of becomes truthful data. And then on the other side, it's truthful transactions of money. So that's the cryptocurrency side.
Yeah.
We're kind of in the middle. We use the cryptocurrency to do international payments, and we use the blockchain side to make sure your health data is absolutely secure, not secured, but is validated, so that every day we know what our health status is.
Yeah. And so you're just telling me about what the company does. So can you just run through that for us?
Right, so we are blockchain developers. Is not that we develop blockchains, but what we do is we take the existing technologies like file security around healthcare or IP, communication, financial transactions, and see where blockchain can solve some of the problems we've had in the past. There's one of the most well-known problems solved by blockchain is what's called the double spend problem. I can give you $10, but I can't accidentally give someone else $10. I can't electronically fake my money. Blockchain solves that problem for cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
So you and I know that if I got a value transfer between us, that I didn't go behind your back and also pay for that service with the same amount of money.
Right.
So because you can validate data on the blockchain, things like voting becomes more real and accurate. Your health records become much more real and accessible. The amount of money you're storing in your bank account is actually your money and not the bank's.
Right, okay. And I detect it's not an Australian accent.
It's a very mixed accent. I'll see if I can do them all. I was born in Canada, and then I moved to Tennessee. Then I lived in California for a little while, and now I'm in Queensland.
I was going to say, you're going to do the Aussie accent?
I can't do it. Although Steve Irwin was a huge hero of mine, I could never be as Queensland as he was.
No, he was definitely Queensland. And so, living on the Sunshine Coast, how did you end up on the Sunshine Coast?
Oh boy, 27 years ago I was in love with this girl and I didn't ask her to marry me. I got divorced, she ended up getting divorced, and she found me on Facebook. And the conversation went from she saying, "Hey, do you remember me?" to me answering, "I'm still in love with you. Where are you? I'll come right now." And I thought I could get in the car and drive there. And then she said she was in Australia, and I found there were no roads. So it took me a year and a half to sell my business, my house, my cars, my motorcycles, and then just came here sight unseen. I've been here ever since.
Right. And how have you found setting up your business and operating as an entrepreneur on the Sunshine Coast?
Well, I came in 2010. And from 2010 till I found the Innovation Center in 2014, I found it very difficult. There was not a ecosystem like there is in California for technology and kind of a brotherhood around technology. Yeah. But when I found this place completely accidentally, I immediately found that kinship. I enrolled, and within a month we were in the Innovation Center and started developing our secure file platform for medicine. Right. But we were missing a component, the indelibility and the truthfulness of those records. By sending the information to all these different hospitals, you lose control of it personally.
Right. Yeah.
So when we found blockchain, found an easy way to articulate bringing the data to the user. Right. So that the user could because I lived all around the world, my health records are all over the place. Yeah. If I had this tool, I'd know my surgeries from Canada, Tennessee, California, etc. Right. And knowing that information makes your personal health interaction with your primary care physician so much more clearer. Yep. They're not looking at you going, "Oh, 50-year-old male, knee problems, okay, I'm going to give them XYZ pill." Yep. They are actually looking at your information and treating you as the primary source of information.
Right. And how are you mainly doing work here in Australia, or are you exporting?
Well, we found the regulations around certain privacy laws and certain ownership of data problematic in Australia and in a number of number of jurisdictions around the world. So what we did is we launched our legal entity in Dubai because self-sovereignty is part of their culture. So your money in the bank is actually your money, not the bank's money. Where here it's the bank's money and you have access to it. Same thing with your health records. The government and the hospitals own your health records, even though legally you should be able to get a copy whenever you want. In Dubai, data is yours. Money is yours. So we launched that in Dubai because it meets our philosophy, but it also meets what our customers are asking for.
And so, are you pitching today, or are you?
I've actually pitched here many times before. I've won one of the pitches here. Blockchain now, 3 years later, is kind of an easy topic to have, much more easy when I won. And so we were avoiding the blockchain topics back then. But this week, coming up, we're doing Crypto Coast Convention, NUSA, at the Perugian Digital Hub, and here at the Innovation Center, we're going to have a 3-day event around blockchain. So it's going to be great for me because we'll be able to do some really deep dives into some cool subjects. I was going to
say you'd be hanging out with blockchain dudes.
Yeah, blockchain geeks. So that's what we call ourselves, exactly. So, and I should say, geeks and gals. We have a very large contingent of female entrepreneurs that have developed a very substantial network here in Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne called Women in Blockchain, and it's pretty amazing.
But doesn't Geeks cover everyone anyway?
No, Geeks does, but now that we have a new entrepreneur in residence, Leanne Kemp, she's a member of that group, and it's great that we're able to go to the entrepreneur in residence and actually talk blockchain, which I couldn't do with the last 2 gentlemen that were in that role.
Yep. Okay, so if people want to find out more about you, where can they find the information about your company? Secure.com
is our website, and then the dhealthnetwork.io or the USAT, USAT.io websites. They all kind of intermix because we're all one consortium.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Ivan.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for talking with us. We'll be coming back with more from the Innovation Centre here on the Sunshine Coast.